I've heard rice cooking is very difficult.
All right, now we're ready to start the rice. We got everything cut up, so I turned the pan to a medium high.
Okay, here's my question. I don't know if you can see this flame, but on my gas stove at home, if the flames look that high, you think that's the same thing? What I'm saying is the temperature of what this looks like visually going to be the same on every gas stove?
That's a good question.
Because it seems like my stove runs way hot.
Yeah, and stoves do differ, and that's...
So I'm just going to have to figure it out.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it is kind of part of just cooking
Okay.
more often, you
Okay.
get to know your stove a little better. But, I mean, I think it's a good point to show what the height of the flame is.
Okay.
Instead of just saying medium high.
Right.
So. Okay.
All right.
So we're going to heat up a little oil in the pan.
See how she didn't tell me how much? This is the stuff that I got to
I'm
get down.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm saying this is the stuff I want to get down.
Okay.
So you can't just say heat up a little oil
She
and
was
I
just-
go, oh, okay.
She was distracted.
Well, I guess you could. I was distracted. I guess you could say, I could show you that.
Polka dots.
It looks like it's approximately 2 ounces, if you know what that looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's heating up. So we started the pan heating up first, then we added the oil, getting the oil heated up, and I kind of feel it with my hand, and it just feels kind of warm right now. You want to feel it? Doesn't really feel hot.
And there's just enough oil to cover the bottom of the pan,
Yeah.
appears to me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I wouldn't use like Pam or anything for this. You kind of need some oil.
Okay.
And I got the rice here. We got a cup of white long grain rice.
Is this oil going to start doing anything
No.
while we're standing here?
No.
Okay.
All right. So
Wait.
it's getting pretty hot. We don't want it to be like ready to fry up hot,
Okay.
Just kind of, yeah, that's good. This is one that's okay. It's okay to add it a little early because we're just kind of browning the rice. If you've ever made, dare
No.
I say, rice-a-roni, this is a step in
Mm.
that process.
Okay.
You just kind of,
I used to make rice-a-roni, but I would burn it. And just eat the stuff that wasn't burnt.
oh. So we're just kind of, you can let it sit there for, say, 30 seconds. Then you want to get turning it again.
Is there an advantage to leaving it there 30 seconds?
I think it would just get brown quicker.
Okay.
If you leave it alone and then go back to it. If you keep moving it around, it'll get brown, but it'll take a little bit.
Sounds like it's starting to get going.
Okay.
I feel like I should stir it.
Then go with that instinct. Instincts are big in cooking.
It appears to me like the rice is already starting to change color a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just because it's in the oil?
I think it is
Okay.
turning a little bit brown already.
Do I want to keep spreading it out
Yeah.
evenly? Okay, so give it a stir and then let it chill for a sec.
Yep. That's good.
Okay.
Procedural. Awesome. So we're just letting it brown. Then once it's brown, we're going to put the celery, carrots, and onions, and cilantro, and a chicken bouillon cube,
Which I bought.
which Doug
I
supplied.
found. That's the fact that I bought it isn't the important part.
Yeah.
So contributed.
You located
I
it.
located it.
That's important because grocery shopping is tough when
You stupid
you
like
don't
us.
cook.
I mean, us bachelors, single people who should be watching this show.
So, and then just water. Okay, do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now you're seeing some color.
Oh yeah.
And once it starts changing color, you probably, the intervals in which you let it hang out
Will be
will
smaller.
be shorter, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
closer
it's
together.
starting to get.
Because the pan's getting hotter too, you know? And it's not like it needs to get like all golden brown. Pretty soon here we'll be adding the water.
Okay, so can you tell me what it should look like, or will I just experience what it should look like when your gut tells you let's move on?
It should look like a pale golden brown. It doesn't need to be like brown. So at this point, we're about to put the water in, so I'm going to drop the bouillon cube in the pan.
It's starting to look like what I imagined.
It kind of gets to where it's looking the color of the bouillon cube. That's a good indicator.
So baby poop?
Yeah, a little bit of breastfed baby poop.
Smush that up more?
Yep. Go ahead and spread it out. And we'll add the veggies. The veggies don't really need to brown, so just add them in right before you add the water.
Okay.
We got the celery and carrots.
And there's no particular reason to put celery and carrots in there before onions and cilantro?
No, not really in this. And then maybe half of your onion, so that would be a quarter of a diced onion. Oh, it's smelling a little brown. Keep it going. We'll go ahead and turn the heat a little bit down. And then a good handful of the cilantro we diced. Do you smell that brownness?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to get the water in there.
Stat.
This is going to steam. And we did a cup of rice, so I'm adding 2 cups of water. All right.
So did we save the fact that it was starting to get a little too brown?
Yeah, we saved it
Okay.
because the water just cooled the pan right off. I'm going to cut the heat down. And then, see it. And then cover it. And we'll set the timer for 10 minutes and check back with it. In 10 minutes it should be done.
Okay.
Alright, we just checked the rice. It's been 10 minutes and there's still a lot of liquid in the rice. So we're going to let it go for another 7 minutes and check it again.
And when we checked it, or while it was counting down, I asked, do we need to interact with it or check it? And she said, no, you don't want to mess with the rice.
Yeah, I mean, check it as little as possible because it's steaming inside the pot. So if you lift the lid, all that steam's going to escape. It's going to take a lot longer for the steam to build back up to start cooking the rice again. So
Okay.
just stir it as little as possible. So now we're going to start on the shrimp. And to make this dish, I use kind of a dry rub on the shrimp to marinate it, basically. So we're going to get the shrimp in the rub and let it sit for a while to kind of get the flavors into it. So I make the rub just kind of in the vessel that I'm going to be putting the shrimp in to coat it. So I don't really have any measurements for you, but I can show you. So I have several things that I put in it, and you can add or subtract if you like.